Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Zoiz and welcome back to Agrarian Skies 2. In the last episode, we built a portal to, well, this dungeon, and, well, I found the key. Also found an interesting little bug. Uh-oh. They might actually be up above me. Huh. Um, the exterior portal didn't spawn in this area, so you can actually see the bedrock covering the tunnels and whatnot. But let's grab. See, you can see the portal there, but you can't see the portal up there. That's kind of interesting. So we'll just grab a little bit of this ancient rock because why not? So yeah, right there was the rune tablet. I couldn't remember what it was called, and now it is time for us to head back through this area. So this was probably one of the cooler labyrinths I've encountered. I've seen a lot of the different, how to describe them? A lot of the different like corridor types. So there was an area that was actually tainted that I had to go through. You'll see one of the nastier ones. There's been like 3 or 4 different mine spiders spawners, which those are not bad to deal with. And yeah, I actually found the what's it called, the boss pretty quickly. But something that I just kind of want to point out, I'm eating meaty stew. That is because it is made from cows, and I've killed a lot of cows in my time because of the the chocolate milk, which we're gonna try to do something about that today. But I've been actually preparing to record this episode for about the last hour and a half or two. That is a no-go. Yeah, so the boss is right over there. It was actually pretty easy to find. It was the first thing I found in here. And it took me a little bit longer to find the actual portal, the tablet. But this is the like nastier thing that I found. I've actually found a couple of these. These are glyph hallways, which are really, really nasty because they hurt. They also give you warp and stuff like that, so not very fun. But I've been doing a lot of work at the base, which we'll get to soon enough. Made myself a little arrow. And we should get our second Primordial Pearl fairly easily. And then it's just going to be a matter of getting back home and all that kind of fun stuff. So let's just do that. We're not going to need blocks. And what are we going to have? We've got to use our sword. Oh, a Giant Taintacle. Okay. So this thing is going to be a little bit nastier. Let's back up. And hopefully it will forget about the anger. So what are we going to want to do? We're going to want to eat our... We're going to pretty much want to instantly eat our golden apple and hope our armor kind of lasts. And let's just go in there and try to deal with it. So there's giant tentacles. And let's retreat. Done a little bit of damage to it. And just keep attacking them. Get out of there. We can eat. And did we do it? I actually don't know. Let's light things up. And yeah, right there's the Primordial Pearl. So that was actually really easy. So let's just grab the Primordial Pearl and There's a bunch of things in here that I don't really want to deal with. That is interesting, but yeah. That was it. Let's get rid of the tainted goo and taint tendrils, because I don't want them to cause issues, but we have a Primordial Pearl right there. That was pretty easy. The tentacles aren't very strong, and the one we got was, I believe, Grim, which I think just does more damage or something. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. But the golden apples are kind of the key. So let's head back home. It's going to take us a little bit of time to get there, which is great because I can kind of talk about what all I've been doing. Ow, I hate that. And we can go from there. So, one of the biggest things I've been working on between episodes is I've been using the villager spawner that we set up last time for blood magic to get a ton of life shards. I am about halfway there, I think. Actually, I'm about a third of the way there. I've got about 15. I think I need to do about 30 in total more. So it's actually going pretty well. It's just taking a lot of time, which is really bad because, okay, here's the issue. Let's grab angel rings. I want to pick this guy up, and then we can fly back home. So everything else there I don't really care about. It's fine. So let's just fly back home. So the problem is this stuff takes forever. Just kind of sitting around waiting for the various blood to transfer into the blood shards. Yeah, whatever they're called, to make the life crystals that we need. And the problem is, I can't just AFK. Like, it takes a good couple of minutes for all the blood to transfer. It's a lot of blood. And so I'd love to just kind of AFK and go do something else, but I really can't because of all the warp effects. I have a feeling that if I did, I would probably I'd come back dead. And I don't want to do that. That sounds like a terrible thing. So I've been trying to do various different things. I set up some enchanting, which... Why do I have no levels? That's, concerning. So something took all my levels, and I'm not entirely sure what. But, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. Anyways, we're back home with the base. So I have been working on... I've been doing some Eulorium stuff, kind of preparing for that. I have been... What else have I been doing? The blood, I'm working with bees. I went ahead and set up both barrels of the bees and the chocolate milk, so that if once we fill the barrels up, we're done. Let's go ahead and dump everything off, except for the stuff we could probably still use. Let's go ahead and get some more stuff back in our inventory. And we'll put the Primordial Pearl in here for right now. So something I noticed, by the way, is I actually didn't have my bolts with me when I initially flew out to the portal, which would have been really bad. That doesn't really help you get, you know, the stuff you need, but whatever. So yeah. Let's go ahead and sleep. I want to check my power because that's been going low because of these guys. And we're going to do something to try to make more B&A a little bit easier. So this is my enchanting thing. These are ensorcelled? I don't even know how to pronounce that. Ensorcelled bookshelves. We've made one of these before, so I didn't feel too bad about making them more. They're for the inventorium, or whatever the multi-block is from Automagi, but they also work as enchanting, so I can get level 30s pretty easy on here. Not that you guys can see that with any of the stuff I have. So, just kind of a cool thing. Hold up. So, there was two fiery and a grim. And we only got one pearl. I've heard that you can get 2 pearls from the tentacles. But, oh well. So yeah, I have been doing a lot of blood stuff. I have 18, we have 27 left, so yeah, about a third of the way there. And been working on bees, so we only need 250 more buckets of B&A. And to kind of help with that, I've decided to start making something. We're going to be using hives. So what we're going to do is we're going to essentially, also that is empty. How can I get seed oil easily? Seed oil, we can squeeze a bunch of different things. Chestnuts and walnuts are really good for that though. So do we have any more of those? We have some walnuts. Chestnuts, we have one. We have some cherries as well. Let's keep a couple of walnuts just in case we ever need them. Throw that in there. And what kind of seeds do we have? Not really that many. We have a bunch of cactus seeds. I don't think those can be used. So, lettuce seeds? I don't know. So in order to do the thing that I want to do, we're going to need a lot more... We're going to need a lot more seeds. And basically... Oh, right. We can do cherries. And they're not half bad. So isn't this a fruit picker? Can we use apples? I mean, I have a ton of apples. Carpenter squeezer. That makes fruit juice. Dang it. So this is out of power. And probably can't put the cherries anywhere. So let's grab a chest and a solar panel. In fact, I think this one will work just fine. Let's double check our power is doing well. And I made more of these guys. I put that on autocraft. I've done a lot of different, just kind of tedious work. Power is struggling, but that's okay. We'll live. So let's grab a chest real quick. I kind of forgot about that part. So a chest, and I want to just see cherries. We have 11, but those are forestry ones. Those are better than these, but these will work for right now. So what we'll do is we'll just put that there, and it should start harvesting all the cherries. Just a question of where are they going? Oh, they're going right here. Never mind, we don't need this chest. So we'll just take all these cherries, and this will give us more seed oil. And that's kind of the important thing. That's all I care about right now. We just need a lot of seed oil so we can fill up and make all these artificial hives. So we can do a handful of these for right now, but eventually this will run out of seed oil, and then we'll have to kind of come back later. So right there it was. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually make hives. We're going to use some ice because why not? And we're just going to make a bunch of different hives. So I've done it so that we can get 3 sets. And that's something we're going to want to do. Also, I want to scan this ancient rock. So let's go get our armor on. I also had that on, so we had to switch. I had to do a lot of things. I was not prepared last time. So getting the ancient rock is kind of important just to get that scanned. But yeah, so what we're going to end up doing is this is pretty much done with B&A. And what we can do is once we have these hives, what I've been doing is we're going to take these out here. I have some scoops. I made a whole bunch more as well. We're going to put the hives down and we're going to scoop them. And the idea is we're going to place frozen combs in there, and then, so wintry. We don't have any wintry bees, so let's put those in there. And then anything else we'll put in there. So we'll keep a couple of bees. I'm thinking just a couple pristine, and we'll put the princesses and we'll grind them up into DNA. The reason for this is these princesses are 500 millibuckets versus 100 for the drones. Now these are great to just kind of let run, and it gets you a lot of drones, but the extraction of the DNA is really expensive. So kind of want to make sure that nothing happens. And you know what, for right now, let's go ahead and grab this guy. And we're going to make sure that our system has plenty of power. So, what are we going to do for the rest of the episode? Because, well, that was a pretty quick dungeon, and I'm going to tell you guys what, I'm going to set up another dungeon between episodes, and we'll start the next episode just kind of like we did this one, completing a dungeon and then coming back. So, we need 900 Eulorium, so that is a thing. For the cyanide ingots, we are going to need chocolate milk. Let's go ahead and deal with that. So chocolate milk is usually not an issue. However, well, we need to use this guy again. And you'll see why soon enough. So let's just remove all of this stuff. And we're going to need one more set of tubes. So do we have any more Essentia tubes? We're going to need to make some more Essentia tubes. And Essentia tubes. Oh, great. We're going to make Essentia tubes. By the way, in case you were wondering about those bookshelves, they're pretty easy to make. It's just silverwood, an enchanted book of some sort, and enchanting bookshelves, which require great wood and bound enchanting paper. And I used this recipe, so used a lot of slime, but that was pretty easy. So we have these. We're just going to need a handful of those. Let's get rid of everything in there. And in order to do the thing I want, we're going to need Cognito, Permutatio, and another worded jar. We're going to need Bisha as well. So with that taken care of, let's get another jar. And we need to put something back in this. So I keep forgetting, can't do that. You got to do that one. Alright, so worded jar, pretty easy. And now we need our wand focus of containment. I think. It's been a while since I've done this, so what we need to do is capture our cow friend again. Because what we're going to do is we're going to instill some loyalty into him. But before we do anything, let's just kind of come in here. How long do we have on this thing? We have like 2 more minutes. So we're going to instill loyalty into him. And in order to do that, we need to capture him again and do the infusion. So creature infusion, we need to first capture one. So in order to do that, creatures captured in water jars can be placed into the vat by right-clicking the jar in hand. Same process with an empty jar will extract the creature. To break it, interesting, so we need to contain it. So I believe what we can do, one focus of containment, and if we lose this chocolate cow, we have a couple more. And we have the chocolate cow in a jar. So now we just right click it, and there it is. we have an empty jar. And if we look at the Thaumanomicon, to instill loyalty, we need a saddle, a golden apple, and a zombie brain. So I have those. And we're going to put them like so. And then we are going to need, let's just verify that I have the right things. Bestia, Cognito, and Permutatio. So we'll need to do something. So there's Cognito, Permutatio, and then Bestia. And we'll just need to hook this guy up. And that should be fine. So the last thing is I want to check, and I can't check the stuff on it. So we're probably gonna want some of this kind of stuff. So can we get? I have a bunch of Manna Pylons. Let's make a bunch of Manna Pylons. I have 5 of them. Let's make just a ton more. So Manna Pylons are pretty cheap. It's just, ultimately it's just iron and diamonds. So let's make 14. Can we make 2 more? So can I get a stack of iron? We'll throw it in here, and we're gonna hope for the best. And see what we kind of get. So there we go, stack of Mana Steel. Not too bad. We'll just put this in here. We need 2 more. 1, 2. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's put these in the middle. Is that the right place? No. I actually need to expand this 1 more block. Or we'll just break the fence. I think just breaking the fence will be fine. This thing is super annoying. I hate this scanning thing. It constantly goes off, and it's really annoying. And then I guess where the torches are, and we can put torches like so. The torches don't matter, but I like the symmetry. Anyways, so I'm gonna keep doing it. I don't even care. It's wasteful, but it doesn't matter. It looks pretty. So that is perfectly symmetrical, and here goes something. So hopefully this does not kill the beast. It's taking all the items. Not seeing any like negative effects or anything like that. And I think we did it. So theoretically, we can take that, we can put, get all this stuff kind of taken care of. Let's get some stone bricks, clean up the basement again, and then I have to remember how to take him out, because we can't just extract him. That'll kill him. So I think what we can do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It looks bad, but I don't care. We put this down here just because it was out of the way, and it was a little bigger than we expected when we made this thing. Or at least, well, that kind of sucks. At least it was bigger than I expected it was going to be. It takes a lot more room to make this containment, this curative vat. So it's kind of whatever. Anyways, theoretically, we can put this stuff away. get rid of that recipe. And we put the jar cow down. And we... I tried to instill loyalty into him. Doesn't look like it worked. He's also almost dead, which is not good, but I'm really kind of curious of why that didn't work. Let's spawn a couple and see if they're still angry at me. Is this off? It is. Cool. Because what... Are you guys all still angry at me? Yes, you are. Okay. So... Oh well, I tried. I was going to instill loyalty into them, and then hopefully what I could do is just have a pasture of cows. But these guys should be... They're all still angry. Let's make sure exact copy, yes. Let's go grab some buckets. And then go from there. So, basically if we can instill loyalty into them, I don't know why it didn't work. So can I hide in this corner and just kind of... Oh my gosh, they're actually killing me. Oh right, because I don't have good armor on. That would be why. So if I make exact copies, will that work? He seemed pretty angry at me, but he might have been angry because of the whole, you know, well, he kind of got hurt. Nope. He is also down to a half a heart, so if I want to do anything, I should probably summon a new one. So I might look into trying to do that again. I did lose a bunch of permutatio, which is kind of a pain. But it's also kind of whatever. We'll figure things out and go from there. That's how I'm getting the beef anyways, so is it that big of a deal? No, not really. So, we have another Primordial Pearl. Do we want to go ahead and use that? I think so. It's going to be a while till we get done with that. So, what is the next quest we need to do with these guys? We need to make a soul beacon. That's going to give us a really good solar panel. So, yes, please. Alright, so the soul beacon... Let's get rid of the Manna Pylon. Don't need that anymore. So the soul beacon is the void metal with a jar, an eye, and we need an actual beacon. Right! I forgot about that. So there should be 6 items, yeah. And then that is all centered on the Primordial Pearl. So let's make sure we have everything else. So 32 Eider, Vinculum, and Mortis, and 16 Spiritus. So Eider we have plenty of. Vinculum we have a good bit. Spiritus we have a good bit. And Mortis we have enough. It's only 32, so yeah, that's fine. We just need a beacon. And in order to do that, we're going to need a nether star. So do we have any soul sand? We do. 1, 2, 3, 4. How about wither skulls? Nope. So that's what we need to kind of deal with. Let's go ahead and get the wither skeletons spawning. And this one needs to be exact copy. So we'll go ahead and let them start spawning. We'll go ahead and let's waypoint. Let's turn that one off. We don't need that anymore. Let's go ahead and get our enduring cleaver. It's such a good cleaver. That's a joke. And how are we doing for seed oil? Making some mulch. Alright, we should have enough to make like a handful more of these guys, and pretty much just kind of make as many scented artificial hives as I can, and then go from there, making all the other stuff I can. So that seems to be done for now. We also have 37 levels, by the way. So what I want to do as well is go ahead and grab a book. Let's get an enchant. And one of the first ones I got was Sharpness 3, which is kind of nice, but also not like super nice. So let's go ahead and enchant a book. Figured might as well use... Okay, I can't put carpet there. Good to know. What is that? Poison. So I don't think I even need all of these, but I have them. So there's that. Alright, so with that taken care of, get rid of all those levels. Let's go try to get some Wither Skeleton Skulls. So there's one. And we'll go ahead and get everything kind of ready over here. So there's one. We're going to want our crossbow for this as well. There's a second one. And we just need one more. And then we'll be good. So let's go ahead and start setting this up. So the Primordial Pearl goes in the center. Void Metal. Eyes of Ender. A warded jar, and then a beacon. So this should be pretty easy. I don't anticipate having to do too much concerning like, well, once we have it set up, it should go incredibly smoothly. We shouldn't have to worry about any negative effects or anything like that. So there is the last two. Let's go summon the Wither, kill him pretty quickly, and get on with this. So let's just back up over here. But yeah, I will go out probably that way and deal with getting everything I need. Concerning the last Primordial Pearl, I think that we're gonna need, and go from there. So there is the beacon. Let's put this stuff away. And get our Arcane Abacus out. So the beacon goes right here. Let's Arcane Abacus this. And this is bad, but we have enough. Okay, so it's picking up, unfortunately, all of these boosters. So I should probably break them. Or at least some of them. Probably all the ones over here, because it's still technically in range. But it shouldn't matter too much. Yeah. So we can click that. It'll do its thing. Should not have any problems whatsoever. I really wish I knew why that didn't work, but whatever. Do I care? Not particularly, to be honest. So Arcane Abacus can go back up here. Let's grab these guys. Now we could use the Hyacinthias to get more bees, and that is something else we might end up doing. But what are some other... I think if we use stone... Doesn't stone make hives? No. So recipes... uses. Let's see, what else? I guess we want to hit uses on this. So grass will make meadows. Sand can make a bunch of modest hives. That would be easy enough. So let's get sand. I have a little bit more than I really need. So that's fine. Let's go ahead and put those in there. And that is doing its job. Let's grab another scoop. And this gives us a bunch more wintry hives, or wintry bees. Put those away. Any pristine? Yes, we'll put the 2 pristines and wintry. Any ignobles, we'll go ahead and just grind up. So this is currently not working, but there is another 2 buckets of B and A immediately. And we can get all of those taken care of, and we're almost done. So there is the Soul Beacon. Now that is a quest, but I want to scan it first. Perfect. And we're never going to use it. Because that is about infusing yourself, and while that sounds cool, it's not something I necessarily want to do. So there we go, solar panel 4, and keeping it all. So the mirrored amulet is the last thing we need to make, and that requires yet another Primordial Pearl. So, like I said, I'm going to go to another dungeon. Let's go ahead and set this guy up. What do we want to put it on? Actually is pretty good. Put it there. Oh, cool, I can scan it. Those are going to fill up. So this guy is actually too powerful for being placed with all this stuff. Oh, hey, I never scanned those guys. Dropper? Cool. Anything else? No? Okay. Redstone torch. So what we could do is put this guy down here. He has view to the sun, and turn that on. Now this is like it's 32 times 6. So that's like 1800-ish. Plus these guys are 400 and 800. So like it should be able to keep up. We'll see. I'll keep an eye on it. But yeah, so B&A, we're going to get plenty of that. I'm going to continue working on getting the rest of the life shards real quick, just so that I can do it off camera, because I might need to make more stuff. We're going to take one of these life shards, and I want to show you how to make them into the soul shards. For that, we need 3 weak blood shards. And we're going to put them like so. And that guy there with, of course, some sort of blood orb. So, this only uses 200 LP, so it's not that big of a deal, and it's pretty quick. So there is our first soul shard. So, in order to make all the stuff we need, we're going to need 20 of these guys and 25 of these. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and make everything we need. For the time being, I'll probably just flip this back on. And, yeah, let's switch our armor, because that's really annoying me. So yeah, pretty much the idea is we'll get all of the blood shards that we need. I'll need to get more of these, but we can make more of these with imbued slates, which do we have any of those currently? No, but we can make a bunch. So once this is done, I'll make a bunch of imbued slates before making the final little push we need. So that's the plan. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Next time, we might be finishing up a lot of stuff. We'll kind of see what's left after we complete a handful of these quests. So that's the plan. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!